Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Wherever you are in the world, whether or not you officially celebrate Thanksgiving, happens to be Thanksgiving where I am. And so I just like to wish that you, your family, your loved ones experience the great blessings of joy and abundance, either today or throughout this holiday season. I'd like to share with you a personal practice on Thanksgiving that has always kept me, I think, in a good mindset, grateful for life, and ready for whatever comes next. As you know, I'm a journaler. I am no surprise by now that I always encourage you to make sure that you fill out your journal on a consistent basis so you can have self-awareness. And I like to give you a sort of a thinking tool that I use for my Thanksgiving gratitude journaling. Now, on Thanksgiving, I like to spend at least a full hour alone with a journal, with now the GrowthDay app, filling out my journal and just reflecting. And I'll share how I tend to do that on Thanksgivings, and you might really enjoy this process. So what I do is, if I'm on a piece of paper or if I'm in the GrowthDay app in the journal section, I just capture time periods of my life. And then under each of those time periods, I write out what I was grateful for in terms of the events that happened to me or I created in those time periods of my life, about people who were in my life that I'm thankful for at that time period of my life, and about any efforts or goals or grit or resilience or persistence or strength that I had during those times as well when it wasn't easy. And so I go through each time period of my life doing that. And so here's how I break it out. You might have a different way. I think about literally from my birth until my 10th birthday, meaning the first decade of life. I just try to capture any memories of events, people, or experiences that I had or created that I'm thankful for. Then I move on to ages 11 to 15, and I capture any events, people, or experiences that I had or created or survived that I am thankful for. Then I move on to ages 15 to 20. Then from ages 20 to 30, and then ages 30 to 40. Now I'm in my 40s, so I don't know where you happen to be, and maybe you break out the time periods differently, but I found that's a fairly efficient way for me to work through it. Other people I know, they do, first years of life, and then they do elementary school years, and then, middle school years, or high school years, or college years, and then their first jobs. Some people do it, pre-marriage, after marriage. Some people do it pre-baby, after baby. You might have different time periods that you measure differently. I just do it conveniently because I can remember every year what they are. Birth to 10 years old, 11 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30, and 30 to 40. And I love this activity. It does take me a full hour. I just think of what were the major things that happened to me during those times. That's the events. Who were the people in my life during that time? What did I do or achieve? Or what did I endure or survive? And all of it is written through the framework of gratitude. Just that simple frame of gratitude. And as I've always shared with you, that I really believe that gratitude is the golden frame through which we can find the meaning of life. Gratitude is that golden frame through which we can see the meaning of life. And so I just like to look back. It's my way of doing Thanksgiving. And I know lots of other people have different practices. I also like to find a way that I can be generous and give something to somebody. So yes, of course, I'll ask that you give GrowthDay to somebody this holiday season. Maybe someone who's stressed out or burned out and looking for a better way to live their life. Maybe you're looking for just, around the table at Thanksgiving and thinking, you know what? Some of these folks could use some inspiration in their life. And if so, just go to growthday.com/gift, and you can now purchase an annual subscription to GrowthDay at any level, the starter plan or the pro plan. So $37 a year or $300 a year if you want them to have live coaching. And they can experience GrowthDay on their own time, in their own way, without you being pushy about personal development. I would say the best way to get people in personal development is buy them something in personal development. Buy them that seminar ticket. Buy them that book. Or send them that podcast for free, or that YouTube channel you follow. Just be nudging them along the way. And I don't know of a single other tool in all of personal development as powerful, comprehensive, and a heck of a deal than Growth Day. So just go to growthday.com/gift and give the gift of growth this season. As I'm filling out my e-box of gratitude, the events and the people and the things that I've learned and achieved and struggled through in my life, I can share one thing united all of them, and that was that growth mindset, that belief that I could hopefully make my life better, that belief that other people instilled upon me that I could make my life better, from my early childhood with my parents to some select teachers to later on some mentors in my life who, for whatever reason, believed in me and cheered me on. I can also identify people who didn't cheer me on, and I'm thankful for them too, because it developed within me that personal strength that is called self-reliance and that belief that I will figure out a way. I think about the times in my life of how many opportunities there were to quit. When my first book failed, when now my books were doing good, but then I had a brain injury, to when I did my first events and they didn't go so well, to now thousands of people in arenas. I just think of all those times I could have quit that would have literally led to a place that would be different than where I am right now. Just a few inches away from a mic, talking to my friend, encouraging you. I'm thankful for all those times that I was guided. I'm a person of faith, so I believe that God guided me here to this moment, to where I'm standing, to this mic in front of this computer, so that maybe some folks out there can hear it, who are also on that path of seeking the next level in their own lives. Because I think that really unites us here at Growth Day. We all want to reach that next level of aliveness and connection and meaning and fulfillment. And sometimes the path to doing that is together. Sometimes the path to doing that goes through deep, difficult valleys. Sometimes the path to doing that takes new tools or coaching or community. Sometimes the path to doing that just requires a little bit more bravery and honesty and courage on our own part. It's not always easy, but it's required. And so for those of you who made personal development a priority on your Thanksgiving today, I thank you. I honor you. By making yourself better, you're going to make the world a better. So today, in honor of you making self-improvement a way of life, I just want to acknowledge you, to cheer you on, to recognize you, even if you're the only weirdo in your family today who would listen to personal development to motivate yourself. I cheer you on, because you and I both know every day is a great day to grow, even on holidays.